Friday, Patriots. We got a great show in store for you today. Please like the video. Invite people right now. Are you guys ready for some booms? Boom, boom, boom. Let's do this. The Q Army, guys. You are the digital soldiers. Fight, 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 and fight we do every day. Here we are on the Matrixxx Groove Hour. We've got a star-studded panel here for you today. But before I introduce those stars to the show, I want to introduce my partner in justice, the ShadyGroove. Shady.
Hello, hello. Look at all the happenings out there, my friend.
Oh, my gosh. Q, happy birthday, Shady. United States of Q. Aw. Oh, Shady. People know it's your birthday.
I know, because somebody told them.
Who did that?
Well, it might have been Bill.
Hey, Shady, I'm sorry, dude. I just can't keep secrets. You know that.
I know you can't keep secrets. That's why we're keeping you around.
Right on. Guys, please, very important to support this show. Here's the Patriot pin. Guys, these have been selling like hotcakes. I want to thank you very, very much. What we have done with the Patriot Pin has helped this show and, me being able to eat dinner. Thank you for that. And the links are in the description. Your mods will go ahead and drop the link. Also, Shady, the redpillliving.com/intheMatrixxx is doing really well. I'm so happy to see that. And, let's just quickly play this commercial if you don't mind.
There was a time when I had my head in the sand. Then I found out that power players pass lies for truth and truth for lies, especially in areas of life and health. I used to stay quiet, and now I speak up. I red pill my family, I red pill my friends, and I support redpillliving.com. Red Pill Living has real health products that support longevity, vitality, and detoxification against the deep state attacks on your health. It's redpillliving.com. Wake up, stand up, speak up.
Yep, so that's redpillliving.com/intheMatrixxx. The products are selling like hotcakes. You can do a gift card if you really quick want to help somebody for the holidays. Boom, gift card. Get the redpillliving.com/intheMatrixxx gift card. Carbon 60, liposomes, Kila Cream. Guys, what are you waiting for? At least give it a try for the show, for you, for us. Shady.
There's a vast array of products here, and we really do appreciate the opportunity to be working with Red Pill Living. They're a great sponsor, and you guys are some amazing supporters out there. Thank you very much for all the love and all the support here. It's been almost a year we've been doing this, Matrixxx.
Yes, I know, Shady, and I tell you, I couldn't do it without you, really. And Vernon,
this is I really do appreciate the camaraderie and being on a team together. I think that we've really been very effective this last year in getting some information to the masses around the world, and this is a great opportunity, and you guys are just wonderful out there. Everybody bringing their time, bringing their effort, bringing their love. That's all we could possibly ask for, bud.
That's it. I mean, there's two ways to control people: fear and love, and I prefer love. I love each and every one of you, and I love Shady like a family. Like, he's been very amazing to me. He's helped me through a lot of things in my life that I'm going through right now with my family, who basically is, saying I don't want
to get along with.
Yeah, being hard to get along with.
I can give a positive, upbeat report. I spent almost an hour and 15 minutes on the phone last night with my little brother, who called me and is very curious about impeachment and what in the world is going on, and asking all kinds of questions, looking for red pills. And then he reported to me that about 80 to 90% of the people that he talks to in his life are Trump supporters.
Wow.
Which is way outside the norm where I live these days. So it made me miss home a little bit.
Yes, absolutely. So Vernon Peterson also said happy birthday to you, Shady, and I hope Q cues you today. Oh, that would be awesome.
Oh, let's not do that.
Oh my gosh. So let's bring in our star-studded panel, guys. We got a big surprise for you. First, I want to bring in Carly Bonet. Carly!
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, Carly.
This is our favorite
birthday.
Friday guest right here, Carly Bonet. She's here with us every Friday. I actually stopped in the Periscope yesterday, Carly. What happened there?
Oh, come on now. We started talking about your corn and rock dig.
Yep.
Okay, and it was getting really heavy. Then all of a sudden, the screen went completely black. And people still heard my voice. You couldn't see anyone else, typing in. And I had to leave the scope and start a second one.
Yeah.
This happened
so
every time we get it.
We started breaking up, and I had perfect Wi-Fi. Started breaking up. It was a perfect phone call, Carly.
It was a perfect call.
It was a perfect call. It was a perfect call.
It was a perfect call. And all of a sudden, boom. PayPal, thank you very much. Stacy, love you very much. Thank you. You don't know how much this is helping. So we did the scope yesterday, Carly, and it was amazing. You are doing a great job on Periscope. I want to see you more often here on YouTube. I mean, we got I-70 out there. We got Jackie Cutter, Truth for Freedom. We've got a lot of people here that can do shows. And Ann Vandersteel, why don't you come on in here? Ann.
Hey there, hey there, hey there. How's everybody doing?
This is Ann Vandersteel. You guys know her as the Steel Truth on YouTube. Ann is very amazing. She's been very amazing to us and this show. She's been kind of like our conduit to some normies. Wouldn't that be a good way to describe that?
I'm Dory the Normie.
Dory the Normie.
Dory the Normie opens the doors to the Normie land. Yeah, I remember when Bill Mitchell and I were on Your Voice America back in 2017, and we were talking about these same things that we're seeing come through with Q about how the Mueller report was going to exonerate the president back in the spring of 17. And then Q came on the scene in October, November. And we were like, wow, this is kind of cool. Who are these Q people? And we just kept on our little track, and the Q people kept on their track. And then I was like, need to bridge that track. We need to get both tracks lined up together and start going, because we're going in the same direction, so we might as well join forces. And I just love what I see happening in the Q movement. I think it's fantastic, and so much love. And
we live real close to each other too, so that actually helped too.
Which is a great segue, Matrixxx, because what have we got going on this Sunday? A little MAGA family reunion, maybe?
Yes.
Here in Jupiter, Florida. If anybody's local, or if you're not local and want to pop in, what are we doing?
Yeah, so Jupiter, Florida, guys, if you guys are around Jupiter, can make it for the day, 3 p.m. to 8 p.m., Ann Vandersteel, in the Matrixxx, and a special guest.
Liz Crokin.
Liz Crokin will be there, guys. So if you guys are around, please come see us. We would love to shake your hand, guys. More Q people, the merrier. And if you know people that live in this area, call them up. Say, hey, get to the Square Grouper Sunday, 3 p.m. to 8 p.m., okay? And maybe even later, too. You never know, right?
That's right. Who knows how late we'll go, but it's going to be a good family reunion.
Yep, and Liz, we're going to get some video of Liz. She's in here. I definitely want to do an interview with her as well. So stay tuned for some of that, guys. And she's promised to come on the show again here real soon. So stay tuned for Liz Crokin. Also, we've got another star to come in here today. We've got the JT Wild, who has a new album out right now for you to buy, guys.
Hot off the presses. Go get it, Patriots.
Please go get it. Yeah, no doubt. I think the mod's got the link for the iTunes, but it's on Spotify. It's everywhere. Stream it whenever you can, on your way to work, on your way back. And
so JT, when people stream it, like let's say they have the Apple, $9.99 a month, and they stream it, do you get a proceed from that?
You do. It's thousands of a penny.
Okay.
But you do, and if you get those numbers get up into the millions, then you definitely can make money, So
and why don't you buy this song for people for Christmas? Buy this album. There's 5 songs. We're gonna play. Yeah. We're gonna play one today as well. Go ahead.
I think the cool thing about this record is if you don't even know what's going on, it's a good record anyways, you know, and it's got some really cool themes. And I think, you know, it's funny, like even Where We Go One, We Go All, you know, which is the new rock version is at the end of the CD. And it's, you know, I play it out in clubs and like, I had a guy come up to me, he goes, "Oh, you must be on the left." And I'm,
wow.
You know, because, you know, if you don't know the secret behind the secret, then, you know, it's the song about, you know, unity and getting rid of these evil crooks, you know, and I think everybody
and there's no
wants that.
right and left to that, really, actually, guys.
Right. Yeah, there isn't. And it's interesting how music can do that. So
Hopeful American JT has a question. What's the best way to support you? Is it buy the album? Is that the best way?
I mean, the best way to support me is to really get on my live feeds, which I'm going to start doing a lot more from the house, and you know, donate on the super chats and you know, I mean, if you're supporting me financially, that's the best way.
Right.
But the truth is this music just needs to get out. I'm not really. I'm used to struggling, so I'm gonna,
Same here lately.
I'm good with the people. So many people help me. It's unbelievable how many great Patriots have helped me this month alone. And so, but that being said, you know, share it. The thing about this is there's a great book by Seth Godin called Tribes. And it explains how the internet works and how to get a message out. And you just need 1,000 people that will basically take a week, a month of their life, and every day share your stuff and talk to people about it online and get it out there. And you know, and I know we have that 1,000. If one day they promote me, one day they promote you guys, one day they promote Karlushka, one day they promote Ann Steele, and they pick the people that, you know, instead of, you know, every day one guy, it's like you get on a rotation, and that's the best way to do it. Is if all of you guys actually did that for about a month or two, I bet we'd all be surprised at the growth.
Yeah, I'm very surprised at, you know, everybody here and the support. So get over to JT Wild's YouTube channel as well. Support him on his scopes. Laura Norwood says, "Merry Christmas, Patriots. God bless you all. Where we go, when we go all." And oh my gosh, Dutch Q Patriot. I need to give a shout out and some prayers for a beautiful little girl, Floortje, with a bad fever, who is listening to the show right now. Prayers for you. Get better, Patriot. My little Patriot. Love you very much. Wow. And Deplorable Proud says, "Merry Christmas. I can't stay, but I'll watch later. MAGA, love you. Come back later, Deplorable Proud. We've got a very special guest coming in, and these people don't even know who it is yet." All right, so guys, let's get on with the Q post. Shady, what do you think?
Man, I think that the momentum that we got yesterday was pretty incredible. Lots of new stuff coming to the surface, and we got more cues after the show that we want to share.
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and do this. This is my thread for 12/19/19 for all Q posts for Thursday, December 19th, 2019. Bill Barr interview and more. Let's go, guys. So we've got a lot of posts. Obviously, we've got the video Fox News, right? The two that we wanted to do. We covered this yesterday. So, you know, we'll go ahead and play that as well. These are the two videos that Q linked us to, and we covered this yesterday. Mathematically Impossible, and the Anon did forget the verifying the new trip regarding Project DCOMS with that amazing every letter in Q's. Remember all the capitals in the POTUS tweet? Oh my gosh, right?
Yep, all the capital letters in the president's tweet were the trip code.
Yes. Let me take 1 second. Dutch Q Patriot said, "Thank you so much." She was crying. Thank you. You know, Dutch Q Patriot, this is worldwide, and you are raising an incredible daughter. And I'm so glad that she's listening to this show today. And I'm so happy for you. I by the way, I love Holland. I've been to Driebergen. I stayed there with friends for about a month. I also been to Amsterdam, of course, Utrecht as well. So I've been all around, and I love Holland, and I love you for being here every day. Dexter Greener, Merry Christmas. Where we go one, we go all. Wow. Thank you, Dexter. Much love to you. This one, Shady, will you read this one? I think this needs to be read again.
Anon post, thanks for standing watch with us for a little while on this emotional night. We are with you and POTUS, and please pass this on to him. And Q responds, friend and patriot, hold your head up high. POTUS was not harmed in any way today other than on paper for history books. Sometimes you must sacrifice yourself for the greater good. Quote, I will gladly take all those slings and arrows for you, POTUS. But even that can be undone. The enormity of what is coming will shock the world, all caps. Pray, Q.
Yeah, that's amazing, because a lot of people are, basically, what's going on with the impeachment. You just brought your story up today. QD, one of the mods here, she's probably at work. She's been working her butt off. But people at work are talking about it now, where they've never talked about politics before. This is what had to happen, folks.
So we can expose the truth, so we can show what their con is in public. You can't just, he can't just go to the microphone and say it. And that was something that hit my bro last night. I was like, he's like, well, why don't we just talk about all this stuff that's going on behind the scenes with this stuff with Disney and the stuff with the pedophilia and whatever. I was like, listen, you got to understand, the man can't just go to a microphone and say this stuff. We're speaking to a population that doesn't understand the truth, and they've been lied to. And a shock and awe campaign doesn't work in this situation. It has to be gradual, and it has to be organic, and people have to, like you say, come to learn. They will have to want to know. And now we're getting into that aspect of the Q movement, the Q release. That was, that's kind of what we've been building towards, is this moment right here.
This is it. Yeah. This is what we've been building for. And, everybody's like, Trump was impeached, ha ha ha, la la la. Well, first of all, it takes the Senate to do the impeachment.
Actually impeach.
Right. So why are they holding it off? Right. So they're holding off the bill. And JT and Carly, feel free to give your opinions as well. So what do you think about this impeachment, and why do you think, it's being held off?
I have a very strong opinion about it myself. I don't mean to jump in right off the bat, but everybody knows, first of all, there's some obvious reasons, but for me, it's exactly like you said. The majority of the left, and then not just the left, the majority of the public that isn't even into politics, right?
Right.
They do not understand the way impeachment works. So they are automatically, when they hear on every single MSM station, they hear, the president today was impeached by the House. They are like, oh my God, he's gone. Right. What happened? And so what they don't understand from my perspective is they are actually, that will backfire with the people that don't understand politics, because they're going to go, wait a minute, this guy was doing a great job. Why would they do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so they think, and now I also think that she's going to hold it as long as humanly possible.
Robert Landy says, stalling for the narrative, kind of with you on that.
Exactly.
United States of Q says, how do you legally inject, make public use as evidence? So that is absolutely right. Pseudonym says, Senate was the target all along. Yes, and the Supreme Court. Absolutely. So, this was not a bipartisan impeachment. This was a partisan impeachment. And by the way, I believe it is unconstitutional the way that they did it. They're sitting here screaming to Senate, I don't have my managers. I don't have. Do you want a fair trial? There was not a fair trial. I mean, take your, forget who you like, liberal, whatever you want to call yourselves. That was not a fair trial, folks, at all, or whatever they were doing down in the basement at the Star Chamber.
No. Well, it wasn't, and that's one aspect of this that we are considering is the Supreme Court could take this up and nullify it without it going to the Senate.
Right.
That is one possibility that because this is the president, the due process is by the Constitution for this is to be quick. No delays. Like the idea they knew then, you're going to try to hang this over the president's head in some sort of election reality. So the Supreme Court could either nullify those articles, or they could force the articles into the Senate.
Right.
Not really sure which way this might play out.
I personally would love to see them send this into the Senate, because discovery is the president's best friend with the witnesses they're going to be able to call. And it's just going to be another layer on the cake of awakening this country about exactly what's gone on. I mean, every day we're seeing news stories, and some of them are just buried because there's so much coming out. They're buried in either local news agencies that are releasing it or world news agencies, and there's so much coming at us we can't possibly suck it all in. But I think, this was definitely, we know it was planned from the beginning. They talked about this. Pelosi admitted it. Tulsi Gabbard, who voted present, essentially is now quoted saying, why is Nancy stalling? Well, why did you vote present then? You can't have it both ways. The hypocrisy here of what she's trying to do is straddle for her presidential run. But this was all about brainwashing the public, the CNN crowd that has that garbage on in the airports in the background while they're cooking dinner, and they're going, he was impeached. They have no idea how the Constitution works, that there's no impeachment until the Senate ratifies this, and we know it's going to die in the Senate. Or, Groove, you may be right. I mean, the Supreme Court could just say this is bogus, but then Ruth Bader Ginsburg today pipes up and says, you know what, we can't have the Senate be partisan. We can't have them weigh in on politics here. Well, Ruthie, baby, I hate to tell you this. You have senators that are Republicans and Democrats, and if you think they're going to weigh in and support the other team, think again, honey. It doesn't work like that. That's why you have justice, and that's why you have politicians in three equal branches of government. I'm sorry, two other branches of government. They're just all over the place, and I don't know if it's partly I think it's mostly just to get the public attention on this. It's like he was impeached without anybody understanding exactly how the process works. They didn't understand Q was going to come along and wake people up and give everybody one hell of an education. Civics. Absolutely. Who knew it was going to be civics like this? It's amazing.
Absolutely.
Well, I think more than anything, that's what we need. We needed to be replugging into this, and a lot of people don't realize that after 9/11, a majority of the civics in elementary school and early high school went out of the curriculum.
Right.
They got rid of all of it. So the idea was to not show anyone the value of their Constitution, make them turn on America, make them turn on the idea of capitalism, because they make it look like you can't make anything, as they've stolen all our gold, and so they can make you hate what it is you're supposed to love, turn yourself on your head, and then the next thing you know, you don't know which way to turn because of your financial situation. So all of us have re-engineered our productivity to say, or to gauge it to this Q movement and be like, the truth is here. We can show you this. You can come see that. And at the same time, you're getting a civics lesson wrapped up in it simply because you thought, impeachment meant the president gets moved. And now next thing, wait a minute, he's still there. What does that mean?
I'm still your president.
Still your president.
Hey, by the way, Endgame 20, God bless and Merry Christmas, Patriots. God bless you, sir. Thank you. And then we had one other here from Alice C. Thank you. God bless you. You guys are awesome. Carly,
can I chime in?
I was just going to you. Absolutely. Karlushka. Go ahead.
Actually, I know later you're going to go through Karlushka Putin's Twitter thread, but Marsha Blackburn was on this morning, and she made, I took the video clip. She actually said they may drag this out through the whole till 2020 election, because you see, Chuck Schumer always wanted to be the majority leader. He really thought he was going to get it at the midterms. They may be dragging this out, hoping that he becomes the majority leader, and then they will go through with it. But Laura Ingraham said last night, when we get the House and we keep and even get more in the Senate, we can basically impeach this impeachment. Have it removed. Have it struck from the record. Have it struck from the record.
Yep, that's 100% true, and also that kind of leads back to what they think their plan is to stretch this out. Even in Q's post where he talks about, this will be the distraction for 2020. But
Exactly.
I think that we have other plans, and Mitch McConnell was pretty stern on what he was saying about her being afraid to send. When he said that they're afraid to send the articles to the Senate, it almost, for some reason, it gave me this thing that in my head was like, wait, I mean, did he know they weren't going to send it?
Yeah.
It just, I've seen so many games over the years, and I don't care what, you stick an R on your back or a D on your back. I've seen them all backstab everybody. So, I don't really trust a lot of these people, even if it is Mitch McConnell or.
Yeah. And Shady, remember, I mean, this is just being drug out for the narrative. And remember,
Optics.
Yeah, the optics. Remember the post that we found yesterday that says, why did Nancy Pelosi take impeachment off the table?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's pretty weird because, they've been talking about impeaching. They've been, this whole time, every month since, 19 minutes after he was put in office, they've been screaming impeach. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. So maybe she will take it off the table, guys.
It is House Resolution 755, by the way.
5-5.
7 + 5 + 5 is
17.
17.
No, you just can't make this stuff up. Guys, by the way, I want to make one quick thing clear. Yesterday we saw Miss Dingle all over the news, playing victim card.
Goodness.
But I want to make everybody aware that John Dingle said, on behalf of so many of my fellow veterans, please take 2 running jumps and go to hell, Mr. Trump. So this is why our president said what he said, folks. Okay?
The media doesn't
They didn't
seem to
bring this
remember.
up. They didn't bring this up, did they?
No, they didn't
No,
mention it
no.
at all.
No, they didn't. All right. And we know, Mickey, hey. All right. So, because this is it. This is all over the news. I could not believe it. She didn't wear makeup. I mean, it was incredible. This is the M2M Madness tweet puppet following orders. Let's just go ahead. Here we go.
Do you run the risk, as some Republicans have said, of looking like you're playing games with impeachment if you hold on to these articles for too long?
I said what I was going to say, Nancy. When we bring the bill, which is, just so you know, there's a bill made in order by the Rules Committee that we can call up at any time in order to send it over to the Senate and to have the provisions in there to pay for the impeachment.
Pay for the provisions.
And then the next step, whatever you want to call it, the trial. That is where you put the managers. I was not prepared to put the managers and that bill yet because we don't know the arena that we are in. Frankly, I don't care what the Republicans say. Any other questions?
Right. So let's go ahead and Google translate that, Carluska. Here we go.
I'm trying to find where it says. Wait,
I have a Google
this is my
Translate.
Constitution. Yeah, I think we have
Right.
the translation.
Here we go. Watch this.
All right, this is the translation.
Playing games with impeachment if you hold on to these articles for too long.
I said what I was going to say, Nancy.
I should have taken a Xanax.
Just so you
We
know,
bring the
there's a bill
bullshit just so
made
you know we
in
have
order
zero
by the
evidence.
Rules Committee that we can call up at any time in order to send it over to the Senate.
We know the
and
Senate is going to
have the
shred this thing.
provisions in there to pay for the.
But we're still going to pocket money from all this. Oh my
And
God.
then the next step, the
The speaking part, being Speaker of the
whatever
House.
you want to call it, the trial.
The coup.
That is where you put the.
I wish I wasn't aware that
I was
nothing
not
I say
prepared
makes
to put
sense.
The managers and that bill yet
I was not prepared to
because
explain
we don't
any of
know
this.
The arena that we are in. Frankly, I don't care what the Republicans say. Any other questions? Not on this subject. I've said this is it. I honored Nancy.
Isn't that hilarious?
Oh my God, she's a lunatic. She's a lunatic. Somebody take her teeth out of her mouth so she can just stop talking. I mean, she should just literally put them away for at least a day and take a break. It's embarrassing. And, somebody that's, so it's very painful for people with dementia to be up there like that because they know they're screwing up.
Yeah.
And it's just, somebody in her family needs to do the right thing and just say, come home, Nancy, just come home.
I know.
This is bad.
Francine, Francine
sobering-
Davies, real quick. Francine
Yeah,
Davies,
sobering
Merry
reminder-
Christmas, and then Tina Martin, $3. Oh my gosh, you guys, Shady, I'm so sorry to step on you, brother. Go.
No, I wanted just to say a sobering reminder is that she's third in line.
Yes. Yeah, now they're bringing it against Pence, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I got a video of that if you guys want to wait when you go through.
Yep,
Carlushka's
they're
thing.
already starting to attack Pence because this was the plan.
Yep.
They thought
This was the plan. They had those women on MSNBC all sitting around in a round table talking about, everyone thought this crazy theory of what happens, we get rid of Pence and then it would be Nancy. This was months ago. And everyone laughed it off.
Yeah.
But this is their plan.
Well, I wonder if they're
And
forgetting
if Schiff gets rid of Nancy, he's next.
if they make Pence president, doesn't he get to appoint a vice president?
Aha. Here
They
you
don't
go.
understand
Done.
anything about
Right.
our compromise.
Right. They don't understand.
They have to
I have
die
a
at the
question.
same
I
time.
got a question. I have a question on this whole thing. What if, remember when Reagan was shot? Bush
Well.
became president during that time period when he was out for like a week
Yeah.
or whatever his time period. What if they just, what if President Trump had to step out of office for a week for medical reasons, whatever they could be, and Vice President Pence stepped in as acting president, and he just issued a pardon to the president? Would that destroy the whole impeachment thing? Would that end as quickly? And then, of course, when he returns, President Trump takes back over and he's been pardoned by the acting president.
Yeah, yeah, that could actually work too. But I think it's not even going to get to the Senate. I really don't. Or the Senate's just going to have their own case, because they don't want Schiff to come in. They don't want the whistleblowers to come in, because if it goes to the Senate, that's who's coming in, guys.
It exposes them, and then they would be obviously biased. So to me, it seems like that the Senate is still a little bit precarious. I mean, we might end up getting it there, but I think they may nullify this in the Supreme Court. Now, don't forget, this is just an attempt to impeach. They're not, they're gonna come up with something else in 3 months.
Yeah, they sure are.
They're gonna, or we're gonna give them something else or whatever. If however this is going, but we need to get a
It's never
big
going to end.
Yeah.
It's
it
never
might not
gonna
end until he's out of office.
By the way, thank you, Kim. PayPal right there. Thank you so much. Checkmate is coming, says Sandy White. I do believe you are correct. It's 4:20 somewhere, says Paul. Where we go one, we go all. WWPP says it was so urgent they left for the holiday without submission. Amazing, right? Also, this was a really good pick-me-up for all of us Anons, guys. Q plus, sometimes after a long day, one needs a little pick-me-up Q. When I was doing the thread before this, I was up till 2:30 doing Q posts, and I said Bob Bar instead of Bill Bar, and I said, sorry guys, it's a long day, because if we're having a long day, could you imagine the Q team's long day? So God bless you, Q team. That's all I want to say. Thank you, guys.
Around the world, we don't know where these guys are, but they are on top of it. That was a cool moment last night. Whenever I told my brother, I was like, that the president and Q have tweeted, or Q has posted and the president tweeted within 1 minute 37 times.
Yeah.
In the last year and a quarter, and he was like, that means that they're right on top of each other. I was like, 5-5, bro. I was like, that's how they let us know this was legit, so that we weren't out here chasing ghosts.
That's right. Here's the next one. 5th Pentagon official announces resignation. Nothing happening? Huh?
Swamp be gone.
Swamp be gone. The draining sound. We did that yesterday because we did do some of these posts yesterday, guys, but we're just kind of cruising through these. Yep. This is the back channel thing. White Squall, Cuban Missile Crisis, and it was funny. Kiwi Patriot and I were digging on that, and we found the Cuban crisis with JFK and the back channel because they, even though they say they're not talking, there's people in the background talking, right, to these back channels. Correction, Squall on the move. Q. We went through this one. This is the secret talks and back channels pervade U.S. relationship right here. The back channel to Cuba and how U.S. presidents have done it from Kennedy on. So interesting. So that kind of made me, wonder about this. Let me just cruise up here real quick because, this is Ukraine. I just Googled Giuliani and back channel. Look what I got.
That's what I thought.
Right.
Remember, I was.
Yeah, this is a hat tip to you. That's right.
Yesterday.
Yes, Carly.
You came on my scope yesterday, and I'm saying, Q's talk about back channels and stuff, and I'm like, it's just Rudy.
Yeah. This was your epiphany. I forgot to hat tip you. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Also, check this out. As of December 19th, the United States Senate has confirmed 187 Article 3 judges nominated by President Trump.
187.
Note 187. Q. Could that be double meaning, guys? Future proves past? Question mark. Interesting.
Well, I'm glad that we have the judges there because they're going to be busy.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and this is huge, guys. This is the Epic Times NSA director. This is an article that Q linked us to right here. Rogers disclosed FISA abuse days after Page warrant was issued, guys. This is October 17th. October what?
17.
2018, and it was updated December 20th, 2019. But this article, guys, really, it won't do, we could read this whole thing, but there is so much to read. This article, please spend some time, go through each one of these links. It shows everything, guys. This is it. This is the whole kit and caboodle.
And to note the article right at the top, you see right there, this information was disclosed in a 99-page FISA court ruling. 1 through 99,
guys.
1 through 99. This is the outline.
Now
I think.
I think you're right, and I think they didn't really name names all the way, but it is, look at 99-page FISA court ruling. Here it is.
The premise is talking about the 702s, and the reality of what was happening in the FBI was the 702 collection memos or whatever were going out in an unusual manner, and so they started investigating why these were going out like this, and they stumbled upon a bunch of horsey poo.
Yeah. No, it's not behind a paywall, Trauma Mama. It's right here. We got it right here for you. So guys, we really need to pay attention to this link. We could read it for you, but we won't do it justice. You need to actually just, grab your tablet or get your PC, just spend about 30 minutes and go through this entire thing.
Stick next to the fire with your Pepe.
Absolutely. Get all comfy, because what's about to happen next is Death Blossom, my friends. I mean, this guy here, let's watch this. This is amazing.
Very few of us who can say that we have made a difference that spans an entire organization. There are even fewer who can say that we have made a difference that spans an entire profession or discipline. And for intelligence, Mike has done just that. Today, as we would say in the Navy, we watch pass over the side, probably the most visible intelligence professional that we have generated within this department in the last 10 or 20 years. And that's not by chance. That's because Mike was always willing to be out in front, to take the hard jobs, to drive change, and remind all of us that it's not about us, it's about the mission. And then it's about the men and women who make that mission execution possible. So Mike, we all want to say thank you for a great job. We want to thank you for making a great, great difference.
Thank you, General Flynn and Admiral Mike Rogers. That's amazing. I know the audio might not have been great, but go check it out on YouTube, or excuse me, on my Twitter. That's a hat tip to Notable Anon too. Oh, by the way, because we are the news now, guys, we just got a tip from our chat. Amber Spiller says, just in, Nancy Pelosi has invited President Donald Trump to deliver the State of the Union address on Tuesday, February 4th. Shady.
Well, I thought he was going to be gone.
Well, didn't she impeached him? I thought. Yep.
He should be gone by February 4th, according to the Twitter laugh.
I had to mute myself. I just laughed so loud.
Oh my gosh, we want your laugh, guys. So there you go.
Oh my God! When Shady said, "Well, I thought he was going to be gone," I was just like, "Ah!"
I know, right?
Lost it.
Just in case, right? Just in case he's not gone. This is the double meaning. This is the Ukraine back channel. This is the full Attorney General William Barr on impeachment. You guys watch it. I've got the link here for you. It is epic. I mean, it's 18 minutes long. We could play the whole thing, but I think we might get messed up on that. This was interesting, Shady.
I saw this last night.
Do you want to go ahead and read this, my brother? Oh, wait, one second before we go to that. We're all mad here, says Merry Christmas, Patriots, and Happy Birthday, Shady. Have a blessed day. Time to make Benjamins. Thank you. We're all mad here. All right, Shady, this is actually very important, I think. Check it out, Shady.
All right. I don't think people are seeing what's right in front of them. Feinstein runs Congress. Feinstein, Schumer, Pelosi, Schiff, Nadler, McConnell, and about 20 others are the management team that report to the puppet masters. They run the country in a junta-type system with wet works, entrenched bureaucrats, intel, and military government agency factions that have integrated the mafia and MS-13 into their operations via intel. Clowns. They do business with the drug cartels. They have massive under-the-table operations with China and Russia. They were selling off America a chunk at a time for a seat at the new world order for the families in perpetuity. This is about This is not about Dems or GOP. This is about President Trump finding the honest parts of the government, gathering them together, and ejecting the corrupt individuals without starting a civil war or tanking the economy. You have to face the reality that the American dream and the American people were being traded as commodities on the open black market by this management team. POTUS is working with about 70% of the House Democrat caucus and 30% of the Senate Democrat caucus to isolate the conspirators so that they can be arrested, charged, tried, and convicted. It's time to wake up and smell the coffee. We were sold out by both parties, and right now at this hour, both parties are trying to figure out, 1, how to get rid of Trump and the White Hats, 2, how to contain the damage that they're doing, 3, how to survive while they regroup, 4, how to keep the public from awakening. What you're seeing is this. POTUS is systematically isolating the conspirators away from the rest of Congress on both sides of the aisle. The deals White Hats are cutting right now are with both Dems and rhinos and has been ensnared by the Mossad snuff films or financial misdeeds and evidence. It's getting very dicey right now in Congress because the conspirators see their markers being dissolved and their power receding. We're at a very critical moment in all this because we're reaching the point of diminishing returns, where the people that will take deals have taken them, and the people that are too scared to or too far into it have refused. Once the last of the deal takers have been debriefed and their testimony has been integrated into the clean up effort, arrests begin. I'm giving you a 50,000-foot view. Think of the hand-to-hand combat going on in the bowels of DC power right now and the complexities of the interactions, strategies, and communications. We as a nation are in uncharted waters politically, constitutionally, and morally. Luckily, God is running the show and POTUS is his anointed leader in this matter. I'll leave you with this. I'm not worried, and you shouldn't be either. We have readied ourselves for this moment for 3 years. POTUS has readied himself for 20 years. White Hats have readied themselves for 56 years, and God has been ready since he put us on this planet. Enjoy the show, The Great Awakening.
Enjoy The Great Awakening, Shady. Isn't that amazing, guys? Wow.
And I think I feel like that's a really good scope of what is happening, because we do know that they all have they've all played the game. They've all taken from, whether it would be campaign stuff or whatever, everybody's got X amount of blackmail.
Right.
And everything is being run like the mob, because it is the mob. The mob. Mafia. Where's the mafia come from? Think about this. This is very, very crucial to what's happening here, because even at the speech the other night, did you notice the president saying that he, I can't remember what term it was, but he pointed directly like, that's a mafia term.
Yeah.
He's calling them out.
Yeah, he is. And we are. And, just stay the course, Patriots, because it's happening. I know we've got a lot of issues with some families and stuff like that, but it's happening, and we'll be there for them when they're ready. Love is patient. Love is kind.
Amen.
What do you think of that, guys?
I think it's kind of interesting because the Mueller report used up a pretty good handful of attorneys diving into this Trump-Russia collusion story that specialized in white-collar crime.
That's right.
And guess what? Those attorneys now have a conflict of interest. So anybody in DC that's wrapped up in this entire hoax has no access to those attorneys. So they're scrambling now probably to find some good representation. And I think that, the people in Congress that you're seeing duck out now and not coming back, you probably should look really closely at some of these people that are just not going back for re-election because, they're probably dirty.
Yes.
They're caught up in this. So
Absolutely.
We've never really seen this. We've never really seen people walk away from the political trough before.
no.
It's unprecedented what we saw in 2018. There was like 20 Congress members and 10 senators, and now there's Mark Meadows just announced he's not going to run. There's been a few other announcements. So this is
and Jim Jordan stepped down from the Intel committee.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Probably because it's so freaking corrupt.
And maybe but so he can focus on some other stuff.
Right.
I think that guy's.
But wasn't that temporary?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, by the way,
they put him in there just for the hearings.
Tough Tessie, God bless you. Thank you. Go ahead, Carly.
Doesn't that tell us, though, that for some of the people that we know that have been out here fighting the good fight when they're walking away, it tells us that it's over and we've won, they've lost, and these guys are not going to go on to tackle what we really need to worry about, which is things like voter fraud. We still have got to make sure that that's locked up because we know Feinstein, Soros, Pelosi own the majority of these machines that tabulate votes.
That's right.
And I just talked to another person yesterday in Houston, Texas, who talked about he saw his own vote change in the voting machine in Texas. He said, I want a printout, and everything he voted for was the exact opposite. He was a Republican, and his entire vote ballot was changed to Democrat. So the fraud goes on. I mean, I've interviewed tons of people about this stuff with real anecdotal evidence and the paper trail to prove that their votes were tampered with. We know what went on in Broward County here in my backyard, our backyard. Matrixxx. So this is a real problem. So maybe it's time to focus on the things to make sure we win in 2020 because we know the people were going to step out. We know the Electoral College is going to get behind the president, but we can't let the playbook get run again because we saw what they did in 2018. Now we've got to make sure it doesn't happen to a bigger scale in 2020.
That's right. And if you're not following Ann Vandersteel on Twitter, get over there right now. She's amazing. Go over to her YouTube. Retweet her out if you can. She's
one interesting thing, Ann, is a lot of people don't realize that the number of representatives in California, there's 53 or 57 of our House representatives are coming out of California.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so they've been bringing all of these people from other countries in, counting them as Americans, gerrymandering districts, and adding people to the House. So I'm kind of curious if we might end up in a situation where California ends up with a census that comes back with way less population, which removes X amount of those representatives.
Yeah, and they've got so many seats too. So that they're
53 or 57 or something. It's ridiculous. Like how many seats they control out of 400.
Right.
Or 450 or whatever it is.
Average Joe says, special this show only. This is the Patriot pins. Get order any of the Patriot pins and get a free Q pin with your order, guys. Even if you ordered a Q pin, you will get an extra one for free. Offer ends when the live show ends, guys. That's awesome.
Thank you, Average Joe.
Yes. And again, let me just get that. The links are down there in the description. Get yours today. That's what they look like. So that Q pin in the upper right-hand corner, free with any order, guys. Huge. Boom. And you guys, these are going like hotcakes, Shady.
I know, lots of people really liking these for Christmas gifts.
Wouldn't it be cool to get it in the Matrixxx pin or a Matrixxx Groove hour, kind of pin, Shady? What about that?
I think that we need to get over there and hammer something out.
Hammer something out. Well, we got your logo, right? You got your logo. We get a ShadyGroove pin. It could happen. It could work. Let's see what we can do. Get an Ann Vandersteel pin, a Carly Bonet pin, a JT Wild pin.
What about JT Wild?
We'll get a JT Wild pin.
Down the back.
Hey, can I have a pin, guys?
No.
Oh, it's Bill. It's Bill.
For the last time, no.
No.
Oh, man. All right.
No.
So, you know what? I want to just real quick take a special moment to wish ShadyGroove a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Shady.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Maybe we get JT to sing a little happy birthday.
Well, wait a second.
Carly.
We've got a special guest by the way. Also, we've got some people here that want to say happy birthday to you too. Here they are.
Happy birthday.
That's Rocket Girl. Happy birthday, Shady.
Happy birthday, Shady.
All right, we got to speak one at
Birthday.
speak one at a time, guys.
Here.
Hang on 1 second. All right, so Mama Matrixxx is here too. Go ahead, Mama Matrixxx.
Shady.
Oh my
Happy birthday
goodness.
from Mama Matrixxx.
There's Mama Matrixxx, Shady.
Yeah.
I love you.
Happy birthday, sweetheart.
He loves you, Ma.
Oh, and we all love Shady, and I love Shady. He's great. I love his mind.
Yes.
And that is, his mind is just incredible, and that's what I like about Shady. Plus other things.
I love you, Mom.
Yes.
Wow,
Happy birthday,
guys.
Shady, and Merry Christmas to everybody, all the mods, and all of the listeners to Matrixxx Groove Hour, and have a wonderful holiday.
Aw, thank you, Mama.
Wow, everybody.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. Who else, mods? Who else wants to say happy birthday?
I gotta say.
Katie.
Oh, where you go?
Go ahead, Kiwi.
No, you go first, Kata.
No, go ahead.
Come
I
on.
want to say a big thank you to Matrixxx, Mama Matrixxx, for being one of the main creators of this whole awesome team. And ShadyGroove, happy birthday, my friend and my brother. And you're just an amazing person. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Shady.
Hey
Happy
there.
birthday, man.
Thank you so much.
Listen, because you're a part of my extended family. In my family, we have a tradition where I call and sing happy birthday to everybody. So I would like all the mods to join me today in singing happy birthday to you, if they would please.
Yes.
Okay, are y'all ready?
We're ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
You ready?
One.
Here we
two.
go. Happy birthday
Birthday to you.
Happy birthday
to you.
Happy
Happy birthday to Shady.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Shady.
Oh,
Happy birthday,
wow.
Shady.
Birthday to you.
Oh, happy birthday, Shady. We all love you so much. Thank you for all you do. And apparently, oh, listen. Awesome. And I think we have a very special guest, guys. Carly, somebody is there with you, I believe.
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
Yeah, go.
Come here.
While Carly gets her, Shady,
Hello, Shady. Shady. I sang for
Marilyn.
President Kennedy many years ago, and I thought I just had to come back and sing happy birthday to you. So here it goes. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, ShadyGroove with 3 O. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, hey, happy birthday, ShadyGroove.
Oh my goodness. You guys are making me cry over here.
Good, because I'm crying too, bro.
Wow. So much love in this group. This is I could not ask for a better set of people to be working with all the time. You guys have no idea how much work this group puts in on all of this stuff. And so these guys are all fantastic.
Hang on 1 second, JT. I want to also point out this meme, Shady. Look at the mean green meme machine. Look at the kitty.
Oh.
Can you see it? That's for you. We needed one more. He didn't know you got a new one though, but
she's little still.
That's for you, Shady. That's you. And happy birthday for all you do, my brother. I love you so much.
Oh my gosh.
All right, JT, take it away. JT.
Check it out.
There you go.
Can you guys hear me?
We hear you, brother. 5-5.
Another turning point, fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. Make the best of this test, don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. Something unpredictable, but in the end that's right. I hope you have the time of your life. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my brother Shady. Happy birthday to you.
Yay, Shady. Wow. Happy birthday, JT. That was beautiful.
You're figuring out.
Good, because I forgot you last year, didn't I?
I stuck around it last year.
But Shady, I love you so much, like a brother. Couldn't do this without you. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. I'm humbled and very embarrassed right now.
Good, because that's the whole point. Because you don't like your birthday.
Work.
Exactly. So let's go out to chat. There's been a lot of people wishing you happy birthday. Demos74DXS says, I ordered my pins. I'd take a Matrixxx or Shady pin. Happy birthday and Merry Christmas, Shady. Look at that. Yay, JT. Stacy. Coffee Crew says, happy birthday. Jacqueline, she says, social. There's people's eyes are sweating too. I don't know why my eyes are sweating.
Yeah, my eyes are definitely sweating right now.
Kristen Scaruto says, happy birthday. Crafted and love you all, so sweet. Linda says, we love you, Shady. Miss Marlene, love you. JT, everybody loves JT. And Jeff Glee says, happiest of birthdays, Shady. Mystic, happy Shady Day. And so this is Michelle says, love you, Shady. Reptiles for Q, happy birthday, Shady. Awesome show, guys. Happy birthday, Shady. Matrixxx, don't cry. Angel, I can't help it. I'm just a loving kind of guy. And you don't know how Shady and I have been through a lot together.
We have.
Yeah. And we're here.
Well, it's a fight that has been. I think that we've been stronger together, my friend. I think that we've been able to bring out the best in one another. I feel like I am a human that was lost in this world before Q, and I feel like Q has helped me find a family that I didn't know I had.
Yeah.
And that's a really special feeling going into this holiday season, let me tell you.
Yeah, and my mom loves you so much too, Shady. Wow, I'm still crying.
Man, I want to...
Matrixxx.
Shady, I want to tell you a story, man, and I've probably told you this before, but I want everybody to hear it. And, when this whole thing started, dude, oh, God, now you guys got me crying.
I know, it's awesome. It's because we're all full of love, guys. That's what it is. Go ahead.
When this whole thing started, man, I would turn on the Groove Hour.
Stevie says, "Is this the Glenn Beck show?"
Yeah.
I love you, Stevie B. Thank you. Go ahead.
Your words would inspire me so much, man. And they would just, you were speaking my heart too, man. And then one day you played my song, dude, and I cried. I was driving my car and I was just crying, man. I was so happy. And that was before I even knew you. So, man, I love you, brother.
Well, you too, sir. And you have added a dimension to this movement that cannot be understated, my friend. And I saw your work and I was just paralyzed with gratitude for my country and with heartfelt love for my brethren and a re-energized vigor for standing up for this Constitution. And your music does that, bro. And I don't know the gravity of that. And that's what your music did to me. And I was compelled to share that with anyone that would listen to me. At that time, there weren't even that many people listening to me. But man, I tell you something, you've got a heart of gold, just like you're singing about Mr. Flynn. And that heart of gold is getting ready to shine. The world that we're living in is going to be different, my friend. I promise you that. We're changing it. We're fixing it.
That's right. And
thank you, brother.
And JT, you're like a brother as well to me. I see good things, amazing things for you, me, and Shady in the future. If we ever got a production crew and a real business, because we're not making enough to do that right now, guys. We need sponsors. We need to figure this out. But I would say that we could do like a nationwide tour with some music, with Shady, myself, Carly, some other, maybe other great Patriots that want to join in or join in when they can. This is going to go big, guys. We see Fox News, Jesse talking about Q. They're going to be reaching out to us eventually soon, guys. So be ready. Shady and I, Shady, myself, and JT have been through so many attacks. It's because they don't want you to see the information, guys. The Patriot crap, the reject Ramtha crap. I don't care who you are. If you're voting for Donald J. Trump, I have no problem with you. We can see differently, guys. We can maybe not see eye to eye, and that's okay. But we can agree to disagree. Or you can show me stuff and I can actually change my tune. That's what people do. That's how people learn. President Trump might say one thing one day and learn that it's bad, and he'll change his tune. Not like all these other politicians that will do all these draconian things and stick to it, guys. Isabella says, you're the news now. Happy birthday, Shady. Very American. I mean, I don't know if you realize how much Shady means to me. I've never been on YouTube ever, like with my voice, no matter what MAGACO says or anybody else. Never been on YouTube. He got me on YouTube. I was scared poopless, guys, and I owe that to Shady. Shady and I want to make this a business, and right now we are making just enough to cover my apartment that I live in. I'm 51 years old and I live in an apartment, guys. I lost my girlfriend because of the attacks. I lost my dogs. I lost my brother. I lost so much for this movement, guys. And I want to be able to have Shady do this too, and we can't yet. And we need to figure this out. We need sponsors. We need your ideas. I don't know what to say, Shady. Shady and I made a pact that it's 50-50, Shady and me, and I'm going to stand behind that. I don't like the figures because we're not making them yet, even though people say we're making 30 grand a month. In all actuality, if we weren't censored, we should be making 300,000 a month, according to Jason Fick, right, who has Fick Facebook. But we are so censored, we can't do that. So we rely on you at this moment, but there's going to be a day when we are going to come out of this shell or the censorship, and we will be right in front of you. We'll be on Jesse Waters' show. We'll be out there with you, representing Q in a positive, eloquent, and beautiful way. We're not 16-year-old people living in a basement, right? I've been very successful selling Cisco systems to the New World Order. I've eliminated jobs for a living. I have, a dual major with many minors. I'm, pretty smart, I would think. And this is not a conspiracy. This is happening. There's too many things that are happening right now that you can't deny. There's, the future proves past. All the information that we've gone through, the 2 years, that we've gone through with this. I'm just so honored to be here, and it's because of ShadyGroove. And Shady, I love you so very much. I would give up everything to make sure that we could just do this for ourselves,
I know you would, and that's what we're working on, and that is the point of this. It's for all of us to see, and it's a microcosm and a macrocosm, and everyone has to understand that what's going on with the president and what's going on with us and what's going on with all you great patriots and the censorship and all that stuff. It's the same, and whenever we understand that it's the same, I want you to understand the opposite is the same too. Q has taught you that there are no coincidences. Did he not? He taught us all that there are no coincidences whenever you look at what's happening to the president, or what's happening to the information, or how could this be this without that? There are no coincidences. That is the micro in your life, all of you. This movement, to me, Q, is for all of us to learn that there are no coincidences in your daily lives, my friends. There are none. Those things, those little things that you notice, the little blips on the radar, the little sparks of light, the little fairies of dust, whatever you want to refer to it as, that come to you are not coincidences. The opportunities that come to you are not coincidences. Those are the thread of your life. That's what it is. And that's what it means. And this deep state, grubby cabal thing that's over us wants you to think that it's all happenstance, that it's all just coincidence, and that you're some blob of matter that's laying around on the floor here to be controlled. It's not true. You can create, you can inspire, and you can drive a narrative of your own. And all that inspiration compiled into one. To me, my inspiration, my ability to inspire, my desire to inspire flows through this narrative, that there are no coincidences, that you are put here for a reason, that we did come here for a mission. And I think that no one can really deny that watching what we've seen, especially over the last couple of years of Q.
Yeah. Yeah, NS Gaming, you have more than you know. Thank you guys for all you do. God bless and stand strong. Where we go, when we go off. Thank you so much, NS Gaming. Brian Jones, much love to you, my friend. Love you guys all very much. Shady. So the question was, how did I lose my dogs? Well, I think my brother-in-law forwarded the Paula Blades attack thread calling me a satanic pedophile to my girlfriend, and she wanted me out of the house because it doxed her children, my child. And it was all lies, guys, as you know. I mean,
and so then he had to move to another location very quickly, and it wasn't workable for him to have his animals with him. And so, you know, you're getting a little real sense here about the sacrifice that this man has made for us and for you. And he doesn't jump around and scream about it, and he doesn't want any credit for it. But for you to know, to see the commitment is a it's part of our story. It's part of who we are. And I went on the interview. I had the interview last weekend, and she brought some of this stuff up, and she asked me before, like, do you not want to talk about it? I was like, no, I do want to talk about it. I do want to talk about the traitors in our midst. I do want to talk about the ones who turned on us, the ones who attempted to divide you and I. That seemed to me like the goal, man. They were telling him stuff about me. They were telling me stuff about him. They were trying to divide us. They were trying to keep us from getting stronger. They were trying to keep us from moving forward. And I tell you something, I flew to Florida, and we had an amazing couple of days early last year. And I kind of knew from that moment that this was going to be a friendship that would last for the rest of existence. But
Dragon Energy says, I love you all. You men are the greatest. Thank you, Shady. And that was amazing. We needed that to happen. To see if we were, real, because we were just Discord. There's my daughter. This is my Instagram called intheMatrixxx. You know that I've been in the Matrix. These are my dogs that I had to give up. I did rehome them to a wonderful family. I can see them at any time, but I miss them so much, guys. I miss them.
I know you.
There's Trinity.
Speak.
She was hand signal trained. I always wanted a dog to catch a frisbee. So I had to leave, and I miss him so much, guys. All right, so there.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I remember sticking up for you when that horrible thread was put up, and then I was attacked for sticking up for you. And they were saying, oh, look at Carly. What is she, married to Matrixxx now? And you know what? That was supposed to make me separate myself from you, because now this gang, I call them the gang of angry girls, the mean girls.
Yeah.
And you and I became like best friends, and Shady, and you guys sticking up for me, and I'm sticking up for you. And what they meant for bad came out for good. And you guys are the ones that said, Carly, you got to do a Periscope, you got to do YouTube, and for a year I didn't do anything. I wasn't ready. And then October 1st of this year I came out, and now people are loving the Periscopes, and you're coming on, and we all support each other. So what these people meant for evil, to separate us, to separate what we're trying to give people the truth. I mean, it's just so heartbreaking, but in a way, we rise above it, and look where we are now.
Yeah.
Look how close we've all gotten, and we're getting. They can take me down from Twitter 100,000 times. Look, in 2 weeks, I'm over 12K because people realize what's going on, and they're not going to suppress us anymore. They're not going to shut us up anymore. And you guys have held strong and kept us all together. And I'm seeing your dogs. It's breaking my heart.
Me too.
And it's just, as we tease each other, we say, "Oh, honey, don't forget the bread and milk." But they did that.
Yeah.
What they meant for evil came out good.
Yeah.
And they can't stop us. They can't stop us.
This is little Neo. There, he was that small when he was. Neo is the red.
Oh my God!
There's
What
Neo.
a baby!
It's killing me.
I know, and I miss him so
Killing me.
dearly. And this is a sacrifice that I had to make.
And
Our animals are family. They're everything to us. I'm a nut job. I think my animals, they all sleep in bed with us. I don't care. I love them. I don't even know how I could. Oh my God, that snows. Look at that snooter face.
I know, and I also lost all my
love
Christmas
those pictures.
decorations. My girlfriend apparently said she was going to give me the Christmas decorations. I lost stockings. Things were stolen from me, I think, by the movers too. I don't know, guys. It's just been hell, just so you know. But I'm here every day for you, and this is what drives me. This is what I want to do.
We gotta turn and use this energy for the future, man. And that's what we're doing. We're turning it into the future.
Oh, Shady, was my kitty. This was a Manx. She had no tail. Just like the
baby.
Dobies. But I miss them so dearly. And like you see, I was in the Dopetrix. I've been in the Matrixx a lot, for a long time. I've loved the Matrixx movies. Neo and Trinity. Trinity, obviously, because of, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, Holy Ghost, however you want to say it. And I'm Irish, found out as well. So look at this. This is what I miss this so much, guys. Shady, I couldn't do this without you. I'm so glad to be here. You've given me, so much more than you know.
Well, I have equally gained great wealth of friendship and knowledge from you, my friend. I feel like that we were two pieces of a puzzle that kind of fit perfectly together. We grew up in different locations. We had different experiences in life, and look at how we were able to come together in unison to support. Me and you are in the same boat.
Yeah.
I was never really excited about any presidential candidate. I was totally irritated by always having to choose the lesser of two evils. And that is what you and I are attempting to change the narrative. We are attempting to make it to where you do not have to choose any evil to make a vote. That's what we want.
Yeah.
That's what we have to get back to. That's the conversation that matters. And your driving spirit and energy and force has picked me up many times, grabbed me by the collar and let's go. So
And-
trust me, I'm appreciative of the same magnitude, my friend.
Yeah, and Kimber, I got it. Thank you so much. I couldn't even get groceries, guys, this last week, just so you know. They really did damage to us. Dutch Q Patriot, love you all. Love you. We'll make it, guys. We're going to do this. There's a good book that Shady and I we could probably write 3 books, Shady. We could write Shady's, journey into Q and how he got there, and then Matrixx's journey into Q and how I got there, and then Matrixxx and Shady's continued journey and how we took it to the next level. And I've been so honored to be here with each and every one of you. Shady is like a brother to me, and I will always love you, Shady.
I love you, bro.
All right. So there you have it, guys. Carly.
Well, that was fantastic. Thank you so much, everyone, for you don't have to take so much time out to give me love, but I appreciate it.
Well, you deserve love, Shady, and I we've had a lot of conversations, and there's been some frustrations with, why aren't we able to, go to the next level? It's because we're censored, guys, and we're not funded by Mossad and Epstein and MSNBC, and we don't have that kind of funding. And then we got people on the boards calling you a PAY trick because they don't want you to have the funding. They don't want our word out, guys. Anybody that says PAY trick, is ridiculous. Anybody that attacks a Trump supporter is ridiculous. Anybody that makes up crap about somebody else is ridiculous. Stacey Gomez, heartbreaking Matrixxx. Much love and Merry Christmas. Stacey Gomez, thank you. It is heartbreaking, but it makes me stronger. You know, it makes me stronger. Makes me stronger. And I think you guys need to know what's happening with me, Shady. Carly has the same kind of issues as well. She's given up her life for this as well, folks.
JT has done the same thing.
And JT. And
you know, they've both decided to commit to a new path. And when we're trailblazing, it takes us a minute to get a rhythm.
Yeah.
But once we do, trust me, we'll tear through it like a like a group of dogs coming to you, because it's not going to stop.
Pam, thank you.
You have no idea how much momentum that we really do have. And
yes.
the deep state doesn't understand either.
And they don't like it.
How quick we could bring information.
That's because we're not bought and paid for.
Yes.
They can't understand that, why we would be they don't understand our motivations. They don't
Correct.
feel the same way about this country that we do. They don't have any inkling of an understanding of it. So, you know, without a paycheck or somebody paying you to think a certain way, they don't know how to think. They're just empty, cheap suits that are bought and paid for by the cabal that wants this country destroyed and raped and pillaged, kind of like the Borg, you know, they just want to take this country over, rape and pillage it for what it's good, its resources, its people, its intellectual property, and put us to work for them. They have no inkling as to what drives us. They never will. That's why we have to round them up and lock them up.
It's a little bit of what separates us. That's one of the great things about Q, is letting us know that there's only 4 to 6% that are like that. You know, this is not 50% of your country.
That's right. And well said. Very well said. Let's see. I received a PayPal. Thank you so much. And somebody's asking for it as well, guys. All the links are below. The PayPal is below everything. I just want to thank Michael right now as well. I want to thank Pam, Kimber, Kim, and Stacy. Much love to you guys so much. Thank you so much. I don't even know where to go from here. I just want to let everybody know that these attacks have had personal damage on me. I've never really come out with it because
because we didn't really necessarily need to explain everything on the surface until we kind of understood a little bit better what the hell was happening.
Yeah. Our webmaster left us as well because, you know, of a misunderstanding. Sophia says, "We love you, brothers and sisters. Happy birthday, Shady, and Merry Christmas."
Master left us because we went to speak to people and try to red pill them.
That's right. That's right.
But that's okay.
It's okay. Because we had General Flynn's okay. We had the POTUS's okay. And we had God's okay.
Don't really think that we're presented as humans opportunities that are in the negative for us. Whenever positive opportunities come up, we're supposed to be standing up for Q. We're supposed to be standing up for the president. If someone asks me to come and talk positively about Q and the president, I'm there. Sign me up.
Absolutely. I was there too. I prayed on it because we were attacked by Neon Revolt. He wrote 3 articles about us.
3 articles.
Miss Q says, "You have been chosen to spread the news and you will be rewarded. Thank you for all you do. Much love." Thank you, Miss Q. I love you.
Aren't they all part of MAGA Co, though? I mean, that whole group of people, they're all the same. They've been attacking me. They've been attacking, we're the boomers. They're the boomers. They've been attacking me since November of 17 because we learned what they were really up to. Who cares? I don't even hear these people anymore. I've moved so far away from all that noise because they think they've done their damage, but guess what? We're all still here.
We're still here.
God.
We're getting stronger.
Scatter and splinter us and separate us, and it didn't work.
Yeah, exactly.
Santor Alaki says, "I'm such a huge fan of you all. Take strength from all of us who love you. Hugs from Kimber." Kimber, I love you so much. VC Khan says, "God bless you and Merry Christmas. In honor of my mom, who recently passed. Today is her actual birthday. Oh my gosh, happy birthday to your mom." And she's looking down on you, smiling because you're finding out the truth. I guarantee you.
Just for the record, I've got like 12 hours left of being 45.
Yeah. So actual birthday for Shady is tomorrow. Sandra, God bless you. Thank you. Got it. Sue can't stop crying. Angel flies. You know, Angel, I try not to cry, but I just can't help it sometimes.
I think that's what's great about the way that we interact with each other. You know, I get on the Q lounge and start rolling. I'm choking to hold it back sometimes.
Yeah, I love your Q lounge. By the way, I know it's your birthday and all. Are you going to be able to do a Q lounge live tonight, Shady?
Oh, I'm going to be heading out. I'm going to go out of town this evening. Take a little weekend for myself and take a little break. I might actually be having to move soon. That's not really making me excited.
Okay. All right. Well, prayers for you, Shady. God bless you. Give Liberty a big hug for us. For me.
Will.
Is she there? Does she know that what we did?
No, she is. She's working. She's probably listening out.
I did it, Liberty. I did it.
She got me.
I got him. You know, so I got everybody on. Ann, JT, Carly, the mods. I'm like, hey, we're gonna go say happy birthday to Shady. You know, don't tell Shady. You know, I mean, it was.
You guys. Oh, nice birthday.
I had to bring Marilyn out of mothballs.
Yes.
That was. We could do that more often, Carly. Wow.
Steven
says.
I
used to do that in my old shows at the Russian restaurants. I have the costume, the wig, the whole thing.
Call me and sing to me anytime.
Yeah. Steven says, Jesus promised that anyone who gives up family for his sake will gain many more family in him. You are my brothers and sisters, Matrixxx, Shady, Carly, JT, and all. God bless you, Steven. Thank you so much. Amen to that. Happy 40th, Shady.
Exactly. Barely.
Yeah, and you know, it is good to cry. I'm a man. I can take care of myself. Let me tell you that right now. But I've always been in tune with you know, my feelings as well, because I don't know. I've just
stuffing it doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't.
That's a fact.
It is. And there's been a lot of stuff that's happened here, guys. I mean, I've been called everything from a satanic pedophile with war drummer to God knows what else, man. It's just so stupid, guys. But I'm here with you. Irene says, men who cry are sexy. Thank you, Irene.
It's true. That's true.
I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Coffee Crew says,
smash my finger.
Enjoy the cake. Guys, I think that's what we're going to, you know, Carly, we were going to do you guys, but I think we're going to end it on this because, you know, Shady's got his birthday. God bless you, Shady. Thank you, Carly, JT, Ann, and the mods for all making Shady's birthday special, and very special thanks to everybody out there right now. You know, couldn't be doing this without you. Thank you, Shady.
We love you guys.
Man, I just can't thank you. I can't thank everyone enough for all the love, and I do feel different, man. I feel different. Everything feels different in this world. I wake up in the morning and the clarity is different. We are changing stuff. We are energetically changing stuff. Remember, you are not matter. If anyone asks you what's the matter, tell them there's not any, because we are vibration. We are light. We are love. We are the spirit of creator. That is who you really are. And they are constantly trying to drag you into believing that you are this physical world. And it's not the case, man. We have a mission. We have accomplished this portion of the mission. I feel like we're getting ready to go into another stage, which is going to be the point we're all waiting for, which is, when is everyone going to start asking us those questions? And whenever those questions start, the snowball, the D5, the avalanche, it doesn't stop. We go onward forward to truth. And that's what I want to say today. Thank you, everyone. The love that I felt in this show was just stupendous, Matrixxx. That was really special.
Well, I love you very much, my brother.
I don't know what to say. I'm very overwhelmed with emotion right now.
Love you. Real quick, JT, before we get JT's final thoughts and Carly and Ann's, INF John says, Patriots stick together. We're stronger together. Absolutely. Change is going to come. We're stronger to get her. We're strong to get her. God bless you all. If I missed anybody, I can't thank you guys enough. Much love, Dutch Q Patriot. Thanks for the show. JT, what are your final thoughts? Then we're going to go to Ann, then Carly.
Well, I feel a huge change as well. I've quit alcohol, and my body is just coming back to life. I'm feeling things on a whole nother level.
Days?
And
how many days now?
Today's my 8th day.
God bless you.
And
we talked about that, didn't we, JT? And you're the only one that can change you, my brother. I'm so proud of you. So proud of you.
I just came to a point where I said enough's enough, and
so proud.
But the thing is I'm feeling the Great Awakening 20 times more now, you know, because I went from being depressed and beating myself up all the time to like really seeing a clear future, and I know we are going to do something great, and I definitely want to tell everyone out there, Merry Christmas. Have a really wonderful Christmas. I've got a bunch of days off here, so I'm going to be going live and playing music for you. And also just check out the December 17th release of Digital Soldiers EP, if you can check it out on. And I love you guys, and I love all you Patriots.
I love you too, Shady. Donna, thank you so much. Real quick, let me just go through a couple more here. My gosh, you guys have been amazing. Sandra, I think I said Susan, thank you. Elaine, thank you. Michael, you guys are amazing. Thank you guys very much. One day at a time, says Miss Q, Shady, and she's not Shady, JT. She's your biggest fan, by the way. And what are your final thoughts? Then we're gonna go to Carly.
That's awesome.
Ann, are you there?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I'm here.
Final thoughts.
You know what? As I've been saying for quite some time, if you believe in God and you've read the Bible, or even if you haven't read the Bible, pick a copy up, because we are at the back of the Bible and we know how the story ends. God wins, which means we win. And we know this president, the imperfect vessel that he is, much like Jesus was an imperfect vessel, was chosen to save this great country, which has always been the place for the rest of the world to aspire to want to be, to want to come to. And of course, the dark side has always tried to destroy. And they're still trying to do it. The British are still not done with us. And so we are just very fortunate to be witness to this, living through these times. But just, take heed and rest assured that we are going to win this battle in the end. And it's a beautiful thing. And, to all of you that have lost family members, like I have as well, that have had your name wrapped up in smear, just like you guys, I have as well. It's okay. It means we were over the target. It means we were doing the right things, and the wrong people were actually doing the right thing by attacking us, because they've exposed themselves. And the people that are in this for the right reasons know that. And those are the people that we want to be surrounded with. So if you lose some things along the way, we'll still be there for the family members that we want to guide through these tender moments as they start to wake up. And if they don't, that's unfortunate for them, but it's okay. We have to keep going. And that's the message here. President Trump said it very early on. I take all these slings and arrows for you. Well, all of us here on the scope, and I'm sure everybody in the audience has all taken slings and arrows, because we're doing the right things for the right reasons, and it's no pain, no gain. So just love that, okay? And happy birthday, Shady. That's awesome. Enjoy your weekend.
And I'll see you Sunday, Ann, at the Square Group or in Jupiter, Florida, 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Sunday, folks. Real
That's
quick, Kim Dawson says, happy birthday, dear Shady. Love you. Snapper says, it's okay to say my name. I'm not sure who you are, Snapper. Are you Donna? If you're Donna, you're amazing. Beverly, God bless you. Thank you so much. Yeah, Snapper J. I'm not sure who that is. At Kim Dawson. Yep, much love, Patriot. Where's Carly?
I'm here.
Hey, Carly.
Carly, I love you so very much. I'm sorry we didn't get to, we just had to do Shady's birthday because I forgot it last year.
It's okay, guys. You go to Karlushka Putin and go see stuff for yourself. But Shady,
yes,
you've inspired me. Tonight on my scope, whether you get to see it live or I will be posting it and I will tag you in it, Marilyn will officially come out of mothballs.
Oh my God.
And sing for you tonight.
I can't wait, Carly. And you're so beautiful, Carly. Last night on your scope.
Stop.
No, you looked absolutely gorgeous last night, by the way. I'm glad you're back on Twitter because
I'm too old for you guys. Stop flirting with me.
Not a chance.
Not a chance. I love you for you. I don't love you for a number. You know that. And Ann's too old for me too. She's 6 months older than I am. She's way too old.
You know, I'm going to have to deal with you on Sunday, but that's okay. This time it could be public humiliation with a little love mixed in.
Yes, please. And for me, would you get him a couple for me?
Am I finally gonna get my lap dance?
You might.
By the way,
I'm gonna be accused of being a cougar here. You guys better watch it.
all right, guys, I love you very much. Don't forget to get Carly's scope at 6. Is it 6 p.m.?
KB, yes, 6 p.m. and it's the old Twitter handle because you guys know because of what happened with my old account. I don't want to do it with the new one because Karlushka's undercover for the KGB.
Right.
And doesn't want to get caught by the.
And Vernon says, XXX, stop, kids here. Oh my gosh. And that is true because Dutch Patriot Q's daughter is sick today. Prayers for healing energy for you. And guys, don't forget Friday, if you're in South Florida, please try to make it to the Square Grouper, 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's in Jupiter, Florida. Just Google it, okay? Mike Hess, are you going to be able to go? Mike, I'd love to see you there. You can bring your boat. In fact, why don't you pick me up in Stewart? We'll just take the boat down there. You have my number. Liberty, did you hear us? We got Shady. All right, guys, with that, we're going to go out of here. Shady, I love you so very much. I just, can't tell you enough, my brother.
Well, I love you too, my friend, and I appreciate everything. I want everyone to know that we're all picking up the pieces, and they tried to break the pieces apart. For me personally, I ended up on the West Coast because I lost everything in a house fire a few years back. So I wouldn't give it back for the world because it put me in a direction that I needed to go. And I'm here on the microphone now. So you just don't know where that creator is working in your life. So take everything and pick it up and step forward and you'll feel better.
Right. Yeah. Well said, brother. Well said. All right, guys. Here we go. We're gonna head out of this Matrix. We will see. We're squeezing down, guys. We'll see you soon, okay?
And get in first. All right, I'm right behind.
I'm in.
My gosh. What an amazing show, guys. Thank you so much. We had a star-studded panel. We had Karluska P, Karluskap, Ann Vandersteel on Twitter. Go to @AnnVandersteel, Steel Truth on YouTube. We had JT Wild, the JT Wild on Twitter. We had ShadyGroove with 3 O's, intheMatrixxx with 3 X's. God bless you all. I love you all so very much. We will win. God wins. Much love. Peace.